Look at your phone, open your photo gallery, and tell me what you see. Because I bet it's not full of selfies or photos of your lunch, but rather hundreds, maybe thousands of shots of a creature that isn't human. Look around you. We now see strollers for dogs, birthday parties for cats, and people proudly declaring they don't want kids because they already have their dog. Some people laugh at this. They think it's ridiculous or that it's simply adults playing house. But it isn't a game because psychologically, your brain makes no difference. When you look at your pet and feel that rush of love, your body releases exactly the same chemicals as if you were looking at your own biological child. Which means we are no longer simple pet owners. We have become parents to another species. But why are we doing this now? Is it just because they are cute, or is it because we are deeply lonely? The answer is much deeper, for we treat them like children because they offer us the one thing human children can never give us: a love that never grows up, never judges, and never leaves. Today we are going to analyze why your brain views them as your offspring, why this is actually a sign of high emotional intelligence, and why this relationship might just be the most honest one you will ever have. Let's start with the most obvious reason, the concept of the eternal child. If you have a human child, your job is to raise them to leave you. That is the hard truth of parenting. For you teach them to walk so they can walk away, and you teach them to talk so they can argue with you. You raise them to become independent adults who eventually won't need you anymore. But a pet is the child that never leaves. For people who have a deep fear of abandonment, or for those who need to feel indispensable, a pet is the perfect solution because they will never pack their bags for college, they will never get married and forget to call you, and they remain frozen in that toddler phase for eternity. They always need you to feed them, they always need your help, and they always want to be near you, creating a sense of permanent safety for the owner. You don't have to worry about the relationship changing because it is frozen in time. It's a bond that is safe from the pain of growing apart. Have you ever looked at your dog or cat and felt a sudden wave of aggression, an urge to squeeze them too hard or bite them because you just can't handle how cute they are? This is called cute aggression, and it is your brain trying to regulate an overdose of love. But the reason we feel this comes from a concept called neoteny. Humans are hardwired to protect babies. Evolution installed a code in us, dictating that if something has big eyes, a round forehead, a small nose, and clumsy movements, we must imperatively keep it alive. This is the baby schema, except human children eventually grow out of it. They get taller, their features sharpen, and they stop looking like helpless infants. Your pet, however, never grows out of this state because a dog, a cat, or even a rabbit are biologically designed to remain in a permanent state of baby. When you look at them, your brain releases oxytocin, the exact same hormone that bonds a mother to her newborn. And this isn't a metaphor, because if we scanned your brain while you looked into your dog's eyes, the chemical signature would be nearly identical to that of a parent looking at their child. Thus, when you call yourself mom or dad to your pet, you aren't role-playing. You are describing the chemical reality of your blood. You are a parent because your brain has decided you are one. But biology is only the hardware. Let's talk about the software and attachment theory. In human relationships, attachment is complex because children grow up, learn to judge, learn to say, "I hate you," leave to live their own lives, and the role of a human parent is a process of letting go. The role of a pet parent is, conversely, a process of holding on, because for the person who treats their pet like a child, this creature represents the eternal innocent that human children cannot be. Your pet will never become a teenager who slams the door, they will never criticize your career choices, and they will never move to another city, offering psychologically a secure base without any risk of rejection. If you have experienced abandonment, or if you find the complexity of human relationships exhausting, the animal is the antidote, because it is a relationship frozen in the honeymoon phase of parenting. It is the joy of nurturing without the pain of separation. You aren't drawn to this dynamic because you're avoiding reality, but because you're seeking a safe harbor. You are creating a bond unbreakable by time or maturity by choosing a child who will need you, love you, and stay with you until the very end. A pet offers simple love, which is a massive draw for people with high anxiety or stress, because when you come home to your fur baby, you don't have to explain your day, you don't have to apologize for being tired, and you don't have to pretend to be happy. They want you exactly as you are, and even if you feel judged by your parents or by society, your dog or cat thinks you're a god. This is why we spoil them. This is why we cook them special meals and let them sleep in the bed. We are rewarding them for making us feel safe, and we give them the best life possible because they give us the only place in the world where we are enough. Now let's look at who you really are, you, the human, because society likes to paint the pet parent as someone filling a void, like the crazy cat lady or the couple who couldn't have kids, but that is a lazy analysis. The truth is that people who treat pets like children are often high-capacity nurturers. You have a surplus of caregiving energy to give. You are probably the one in your friend group who makes sure everyone got home safe, the one who remembers birthdays, the one who worries. For millennials and Gen Z, this is even more profound because the world is expensive, the future is uncertain, and traditional milestones like buying a house or starting a human family feel out of reach for many. Yet the nurturing instinct, the need to take care of something, doesn't disappear. It is still there and needs a place to go. So the pet becomes the recipient of all that energy. They aren't a replacement in a bad way. They are an alternative that allows people to have a family without the crushing weight of modern financial stress. They allow you to be a caregiver without giving up your total freedom. They are the light version of parenthood that fits into a busy modern life. This is you claiming your identity as a caregiver, saying that you have love to give and you will give it to the creature that appreciates it the most. And for many, that bond is just as real and important as a blood relation. It is a chosen family, not a born one. There's another layer here, a darker one, concerning control. Raising a human is messy. You can do everything right and things can still go wrong because they make their own choices. But with a pet, you have almost total control. You choose what they eat, where they go, who they play with. And for people who feel like their own lives are spiraling, perhaps due to a chaotic job or a scary world, raising a pet perfectly becomes a way to cope. We see this in owners obsessed with the perfect diet for their dog, or those who keep a strict schedule for their cat. They channel all their anxiety into caring for this creature because it feels good to be the master of a small world. It feels good to know that you can keep this one living thing happy and healthy, even if the rest of the world is falling apart. Just as we analyze the animals, we must analyze the types of pet parents, because not all of you are doing this for the same reason. Which type are you? Are you the guardian, the anxious protector who doesn't trust the dog walker and has cameras in the house to watch if the animal sneezes? Psychology says you are likely a person with high empathy, but also high anxiety. Your pet is your external heart. When they are safe, you are safe. You treat them like a child because you know how fragile life is, and your love is fierce and vigilant. Or are you the soulmate, the deep bonder, who doesn't just take care of them, but talks to them, feeling like they understand your words, preferring a Friday night with your dog over a night out with friends? Psychology says you are seeking intellectual and emotional intimacy. You treat them like a child, but also like a partner, because you value authenticity. And where humans force you to wear a mask, your pet allows you to take it off. Finally, are you the redeemer, the healer, the one who saved a broken, scared, or sick animal to fix them? Psychology says you are a restorer, and by saving them, you are often healing a part of yourself, because every time you show them kindness, you prove that the world can be good. You give them the childhood you perhaps didn't have, or the safety you wished you saw more of. This is the noblest form of projection, but just as we can heal them, they can heal us, specifically our inner child. This is the most powerful point. When we treat our pets like children, we are often repairing the way we were treated when we were small. Think about the way you talk to your dog, telling him he's a good boy, that he's smart, that he's handsome. Is that how your parents spoke to you? If it wasn't, then you are doing something called reparenting. You are giving this animal the love, patience, and safety that you wished you had. Every time you buy them a toy, you heal a little part of yourself that didn't get enough. Every time you hold them when they are scared of thunder, you heal the part of yourself that was left alone in the dark. You are proving to yourself that you are capable of being a good, protective parent. You are breaking the cycle of pain using a different species. And that is why it hurts so much when people make fun of pet parents. They don't see that it's not just about the dog. It's about a person trying to put more love into the world than they took out of it. Because we love them like children, we grieve them like children. And this is the hardest part of this psychology. When a pet parent loses their baby, society often tells them to get over it, saying it was just a dog. But the brain disagrees because it has lost its primary source of oxytocin, its daily routine, and the creature that relied on it for everything. This pain is often disenfranchised grief, a sorrow that society does not respect, which makes healing even harder. But if you treat your pet like a child, know that your pain is valid. You are losing a family member. You are losing the only witness to your private life, and the silence in the house is heavy because the child who filled it with life is gone. So where does this leave us? We are living in a time where the definition of family is expanding. For while family was about survival and lineage for thousands of years, today it is about connection. If you treat your pet like your child, you are a pioneer of this new emotional landscape. You prove that biology doesn't define family, love defines it. You prove that a soul is a soul regardless of the body it resides in. There is a deep spiritual maturity in looking at a creature that cannot speak, that looks nothing like you, and saying, "You are mine and I am yours." So if you are one of those people who call your dog your son or your cat your daughter, don't let anyone make you feel stupid. You are simply a person with a lot of love to give, and you have found the safest, purest place to put it. You have found a relationship free of lies, free of judgment, free of the complications of the human ego. You have chosen to be the guardian of a soul that cannot speak, and in return, it has given you a love that needs no words. Whether it's biology, trauma, or just a need for connection, it is real. So go ahead, buy that sweater, cook that chicken, and talk to them in that silly voice. Because in a world that can be so hard and so cold, loving something with your whole heart is never a mistake. If you made it this far and you know exactly what I'm talking about, if you have a fur baby who saved your life just by being there, hit that like button and let's show the world how many of us there are. And if you want to understand more about the hidden reasons behind our behaviors, subscribe and remember that family isn't always about whose blood you carry, but sometimes about who is waiting for you behind the door when you come home.